What's up, guys? This is Jay Hendricks with Powerful Thought Daily. Let's see, today I wanted to talk about creativity more. Me and my brother, we record music, and our goal is to record a song every month or two, but mostly every month. And I'd like to release those songs once a month or so uh, in the future. And that way we can expand the content on which this channel delivers. So you'll get good thoughts, you'll get music, the quality of the channel will go up more and more. And what else? I want to talk more about Jungian psychology. If any of you have read Carl Jung, uh, he's a fascinating man, and his ideas were beyond comprehension. They're extremely powerful and useful in normal living. Um, I think his main message was what's called individuation. And I guess the best way I can describe individuation would be it's a pathway of enlightenment. Although I'm not a big fan of the word enlightenment, but individuation, it's something like separating yourself from everything that you aren't. So it's becoming your full, true self. He breaks down our psyche, which I guess you could call our soul. The psyche is made up of our persona, which is the image or the personality, the thing that we put forward in everyday life, in our social society, in our structures, social structures, in our work. It's that character we put on uh, to communicate with others. You've probably noticed the persona in others when you first meet somebody and you think they're one person, and then as you get to know them, you find out there's someone a little different. And the further you dig deeper in knowing them, the more you realize those first impressions and that image that they portrayed is far different than who they really are. So the persona is that mask we wear to deal with society and to deal with others and to deal with ourselves. Some people become a little too attached to their personas, and if you look at Facebook, Facebook is a big platform of perfecting the persona. It's portraying a life that's perfect or adventurous or, just exciting, and it's not really realistic. It's that thing that gets people to like you and give you attention. It's the thing that makes it so that you can deal with transactions in everyday life and social exchanges. So that's the persona. Another element to the psyche is the ego. And the ego is what you think that you are as a normal human being. We're all normal human beings. And we all know that we put up a front to others, which would be the persona. And the thing behind that, the thing that we think we are, is the ego. So that could be what you think, like all of your weaknesses, your fears, your likes and dislikes, what you're looking for in a career, in a relationship, in goals, in hobbies and toys that you want to buy. All these things are the ego. It kind of makes up who you think you are. And then there's an aspect that is called the shadow. And the shadow is all those parts of you that you are cutting off, that you're forbidding from being expressed. You could say it's the dark side of you. It's those unconscious parts of you that you find not fitting with society or being objectionable. And the anima and the animus, that's going even further into the shadow. The anima is the feminine aspects of a man that he suppresses. The animus is the masculine aspects of a woman that she suppresses. And sometimes we can project our shadow so much that it leaks into the anima and the animus. So, for instance, I think much of, I guess you can say nowadays, women are a lot more masculine, generally speaking, and men are a lot more feminine. So women are a lot more successful in college, and they're more driven to be independent and be providers, and they can come across as harsh. This is, of course, not all women. I'm just speaking kind of generally in the culture right now. The hardcore feminist movements, not all the feminist movements, but the hardcore feminist movements that seek to dispense with toxic masculinity, those are all women that have pushed past their shadow and are now expressing their masculine side while simultaneously making toxic masculinity the enemy, and they become a lot more masculine. And then on the flip side, men are, generally speaking, they're dropping out of college more, they're retreating more, they're submitting to what society would say is the nice guy, the agreeable guy, the teddy bear guy. They're shunning their masculinity because they think it's toxic. Again, I'm saying generally speaking in the culture and not everybody. So you'll find that all these aspects, the animus, the anima, the shadow, the ego, and the persona, all create in total the self. And once you have made all of the aspects of the shadow and all of the aspects of the anima or the animus conscious, and then the ego, when you have seen the ego for what it is, and it's a protective mechanism to make yourself to cause yourself to have your own identity, I guess you could say, and the persona and everything. Once all of these harmonize and become conscious and you discover who you truly are, that is individuation. That is uncovering the self. And that is the main, I would say, the main goal of Jungian psychology. And I think Jungian psychology is going to be a big topic on my channel because it's so useful, it's so in depth. If you've heard of Jordan Peterson, He has kind of brought Jungian psychology to popularity and to light again. A lot of the things he talks about derive from Jungian psychology, amongst other psychologists, tons of other ones. But I think Jung is his go-to guy, the man that he connects with the most. And I think that's why Jordan Peterson is so powerful. And Jordan Peterson is able to take the things he learns in Jungian psychology and make them very practical for everybody. And I'd say that that's my goal as well. I'm new to Jungian psychology. I haven't studied it in depth like Jordan Peterson has, but I see my own. I see tons of value in what Jung had to say. He won't be the only one. Have a bunch of other people that I like to read and research. So that's a little introduction to Jung. So hopefully that was interesting, and I'm going to go into way more depth as I study and learn and apply these things in my life. And I hope that you subscribe, that you're excited to discuss these things and apply them to your life, because everyone has their own perspective. Everyone's perspective is needed. So please discuss, subscribe. If you disagree with anything I say, please let me know. I love to hear other people's perspectives, whether it's disrespectful or not. I know that YouTube can be kind of crazy sometimes, but that's okay. I, I hope I'm tough enough, and I hope you're tough enough to know that all of us are together as a team, and we're all here to make this world a better place. Anyway, thanks for listening. I'm Jay Hendricks with Powerful Thought Daily. And subscribe, like, and discuss. Have your own opinions. We like them and we respect them. Thank you. Have a good night. Bye.